The 9 Pro didn't really like this move. What do you think he recommended?
Say something a little deeper. Anything to annoy the shape of those three black stones. So either taking it. I mean, yeah. Sorry. I was thinking on from White's perspective.
From White's perspective, he also suggested another move for White. He's playing as White, but he thought there was another possibility for White. And well, I'm not that good with Japanese, but I thought at the time that he was trying to say that there was a better move than this in this situation. He thought the better move here for White is better because Black has a better move than this, but the difference is very small.
I'm not sure. There are multiple problems. I think it's difficult for Black to not play anything in that area because those three stones are kind of heavy. I mean, so if he doesn't like it, I don't know, then maybe just protect the corner. But it seems very small and go there.
He didn't like the this schema because he thought playing here was more or less White's going over Black's head, or White's going beyond Black's development and developing his own moyo. He preferred the large kema here, the Ogema, and he thought this was good because this fight, he thought this could hold up for Black because White is not strong enough on the outside, and
it's really complicated.
Yeah, and the A stones, even though they are not alive yet, he thought it was they were strong enough to fight against the B stones. And one point I have about this Yūsaku, the peep and then going to the corner exchange, is that these three stones, the A stones, they are heavier because they are connected now, but they also do have a lot of eye space on the right side. It's much more difficult to kill them than it seems. You can always take the free and you're more or less alive from there, but the space on around the C area isn't usually very easy to take out wholly, and attachments at D or E or F will get Black out or give Black an eye around G. So these stones, they do often get under pressure, but they're very difficult to kill. But you're right that those stones are not very light. They're connected after all. And for White, he recommends.
Matthew, can you hear him? Okay.
For White, since
Philippe, you're back.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Sorry for the last.
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
Now, yes. You're back, but yeah, we missed some 20 seconds.
Oh, I see.
Wait.
So can you see me now? Can you see the board now?
Yes, now we can. It went away more or less when you started talking about this Yūsaku.
Oh, I see. So in this Yūsaku, even though the A stones are heavier because they are connected, it's very difficult for White to kill them or to threaten them with very few moves, because Black has almost enough eye shape to live after he plays at B. The C spot is difficult to take out immediately because black can like not cap, but in order to really threaten the I shape on around H from C, usually white will need an extra stone around I, because otherwise black can run out into the center. And during this running fight into the center, usually black will be able to play E or D or F and get into the center, or an I around G. So those stones are heavy. They usually don't make that much territory, but they are also not very easy to kill. But yeah, they can become a target. And the pro didn't really like this position. I mean, he felt okay from here, and white is a little bit ahead already, but he thought he missed the opportunity to play a better move than this, since this Ogema is so good, or at least he thought he was so good. Actually, AI prefers the Keima, which surprised us all, me, the pro, and the female inside. He thought he could just play here, and now the Ogema, this is much more flimsy shape now, so it doesn't really work that well. This attack doesn't look all that special, but he thought black had the opportunity of complicating the game quite a bit and maybe making it even again, because after this attachment, if white harness here, black can crosscut, and the fight can become very, very difficult. If white isn't careful, his position might not become super weak, but he's gonna lose a lot of territory from here. It's very complicated, and
in that position, I usually see a closer approach on the right. I mean, instead of H17, something closer like G17.
oh yeah. This shape has this weak point. This can be a weak point, maybe not a weak point, but an approach. But this is also an approach because when white pincers from the right side, black can now play this move, and this push is way weaker because now black has a tiger's mouth. If we approach from here directly, when white covers, and this is a very powerful move, after black plays here, white can either cut or come from the top, and black will feel pressured, and every move white gets on the outside will make this invasion much more severe. I'm not saying A is the best move from here, but these are possibilities in this sort of shape. That's why so soon, usually black won't play here immediately. Usually black will approach from here in order to make this move more severe. And I don't know why she didn't play here, but I mean, this is a perfectly fine move, but I would rather play here probably. White does have the option of playing stuff like this, because especially because this sort of cut is really nothing. You're just damaging the left side pretty much. But anyways, when you play a more distant move like this, it's to prepare for a stronger A move next. She didn't opt for the A move in this game, but she could have. So that fight was a possibility, and in that fight, in this fight, black can crosscut here, and you might think, oh, but this sort of thing is broken shape for black, but white can't really play this directly because there is a ladder here, and this shape is just too good for black. But there are all sorts of complicated fights from here, and black has a ton of not broken shapes but flimsy shapes to abuse. For example, I think this was one of the variations the pro suggested, and we checked out with AI, and AI also liked, but they are all very close, very very close to even. We're getting close to the end of the lecture, but before we end it, I wanted to show you just the last part of the game, which is what happens from here. The pro invaded the right side with an easily broken shape, but he had a plan, and the plan surprised me a lot because it felt very counterintuitive, and after I saw how he approached this situation, I felt like I learned something I would have never thought about in like maybe years and years of playing Go in the near future by myself. How do you think he played from here? I think I just showed you the first few moves in the sequence, but what do you think?
Just push and cut and then somehow fight.
This is the natural move and probably the obvious move for black, but the pro didn't think this was really an issue maybe, and the whole how do I explain this, because it's difficult to understand why this sequence is playable or good for white, because you're just breaking yourself, right? We have a broken Keima now, but the top stone, this A stone, this A stone is so close to his strength on the top that protecting it would almost feel over concentrated, and it's not an important stone anymore. It's much more important to give the D stones more strength. And so he kept on pushing, and finally he came out because now he eliminated the cut, this sort of cut. It's a net now. Black kept on trying to disconnect and attack this group because it was its only hope for winning. Black doesn't have much territory on this board anymore, and then finally she cuts. But this cut isn't much, mostly because the territory she's trying to get with this cut is basically capturing this stone, and capturing this stone is very small at this point. What the pro did was protect his center group, but this is not only a protection. We're now probably able to cut the center group from A, but we can also cut from B. When I say cut, is that's because there is an extra cut around C, and if we cut around C, then the D group might be killable in the end. And in the game, she tried a Tsuji against the pro, but it's pretty much nothing because white will just turn, and the A stone is dead now. There's nowhere to run. So, I mean, if she tries to rescue this stone, there's nowhere to run. This sequence is really beautiful, like this double honey, in order to protect, maybe not fully protect, it's still more or less cuttable around the triangle spot, but black, it's close to squeezed.
Kind of flexible protection.
Yeah. Finally, white takes the free, but AI preferred white protecting here. This protection gives way more strength to the A group. There's still a cut around B. White has two ways of dealing with that cut. In the game, the pro chose the strongest way, but white can always back off with C and take two eyes with D. So he took the free and then cuts everything. Now that the A group is strong enough and we managed to cut from B while staying connected to A, this whole group is fully disconnected, because if black connected D, we can cut from E, or vice versa. I thought he would just compromise with stuff like this, because I thought it was good enough. But in the game, he played a much stronger sequence with just the gote cuts, black cuts in gote, and that's the whole strength of this not fight, but resistance by white. I was really afraid for white, because even though the A group is cut, the B group isn't all that healthy, or at least I thought so. But he can just get a free liberty with C. There is still some space around D, and the A group doesn't have that many liberties actually, since an Atari at E or F is pretty much center for white. Once white cuts or captures at G, black has like at most 3 liberties. That's not a whole lot. So the B group is much healthier than it seems. This is kind of a call. She tried a Tetsuji, but it didn't work. And after white plays here, the game is pretty much over, because black doesn't have liberties to compete with the group on the right side actually. And if anything, at least now you know of a case in which deliberately being cut through, having your keima cut through like this is great, or the best move actually. In fact, in this sequence, AI actually prefers something like this, and trying to sabaki on the right separately. But the second best move for white, according to AI, is actually just pushing through. And first we get a keima, a broken keima from here to here, but then we get a broken tobi from the triangle to the square stone, which is even worse and very surprising to me. So I think that's it for today. Do you have any questions?
Not me. Matthew, do you have any questions? Okay, doesn't have any questions either.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the lectures. It has some really interesting fights, very complicated fights. Thank you. It was some interesting material. I hope Matthew and the others also enjoyed it.
Cool.
The recording will be posted soon in the archive channel.
Okay, cool. See you guys next time then.
Okay, see you.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Pietro. Thank you for all the help.
Thank you.
See you.
You're very welcome. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.